What it is, focus your homeboy first, back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game.
Yes, sir.
Put it on some.
Yes,
As
sir.
always, I am proud, I am elated, I am overjoyed to have my brothers here with me. T,
Mm.
you still blocking them, man?
Does an eagle fly? You know how to answer that, don't you? Does the eagle fly? Yes. Okay,
That
then.
man is disappointing my brother, America.
Twice. Lost to A&M,
JoJo.
lost Florida this week.
That's true. That's true. He
Oh,
on
wow.
a little bad streak right now. JoJo,
What's
what the
up?
business is, man?
Oh, man, you know what it is. I always happy to still be alive.
No doubt about it. Well, America, I gotta tell you before we get into this is sponsored by Statement Tees. At Statement Tees, every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. And I want to thank God for all of our viewers that went over to statementteesllc.com last week and you made your purchase.
Yep.
Greatly appreciate that. My company, Statement Tees, is doing tremendous. Shout out to my little bae, my little boo thing, my bride, you know what I'm saying? Because she really be holding me down with that company. So we stay busy. But this is really the first time that we really got a whole flood of orders from my entertainment company. You know what I'm saying? We really just be getting hella orders from just off the strength, just our marketing in general. So I thank God for y'all, you know what I'm saying, that first of all, you watched the show, and then y'all went on over and copped that shirt, you know what I'm talking about. So I greatly appreciate y'all. And we are gonna get y'all shit ASAP. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of shit to make last week for homecoming and a whole bunch of other shit for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? We stay booked, you know what I'm talking about. But we gonna get y'all shit ASAP. Hopefully by the time y'all see this, your shit is shipped. You know what I'm talking about. But y'all see the statement I'm making right now. You know what I'm saying? My brother TJ told me to goddamn solo this shit up. Y'all see it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see it.
Mm-hmm.
The SWAC motherfucking king. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I need the headache game. I'm going to call out the headache game.
Mm-hmm.
I need y'all to hold me down.
Okay.
Don't make me a fool out here in these streets wearing this shirt, headache game. Don't make me a fool out here in these streets, Shador. Don't make me a fool out here in these streets, Coach Prime. Because I'm already wearing this shit. I'm preemptively wearing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You
going in early. You going on in
we
early.
still got work to do now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We ain't faced off against Alcorn yet, for instance. Okay? We still got work to do. But the writing's on the wall.
Right.
The proof is in the pudding.
Right.
All we got to do is stay focused, limit turnovers, limit penalties, play good, sound defense, and make plays. Make your plays when you need to make them on offense. And that shit gonna be true. We're gonna be the kings of the SWAC.
Right.
Once again. Okay. So if you fuck with that right there, if you want to go ahead and preemptively be making that statement, or maybe you want to copy yours and wait until they win the SWAC title and put it on. It don't matter. You can go ahead and get ahead of the curve. Okay. But go on over to statementteesllc.com, copy that bitch, and you too can make that statement. Right. But looking back on last week, we saw that Jackson State defeated Alabama State on homecoming, 28-7. I can't count. I worry a little bit. That first half, as I posted on Twitter, had some trap game vibes. It was real trap game-ish, you understand? Think the score was at halftime like 7-7. You know what I'm saying? And just seemed like we didn't come out there real focused like that for real. You know what I'm saying? And homecoming, you had Lil Durk on campus. You know what I'm saying? You know, these young boys love Lil Durk goddamn ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Dolph?
Dolph was on campus as well. You know what I'm saying? He turned up with the kids after the game. We know about all the various events that was going on throughout the city because that shit was all over social media. We saw, who was that? Joe? Was that JoJo? You call that? That
the stars,
the model Brittany, Brittany Renner?
Yeah,
You called it, didn't it? She was out. She told folks, "Hey, hide your sons." So she was out there hunting. So that first half, I thought maybe she had got hold of one of them boys because the first half was looking like Jackson State was looking pre-Alabama A&M slaying, where the defense doing their thing, holding the 7 points, and the offense was looking shaky. You know what I'm saying? The passing game was looking shaky. They weren't really blocking, but should do it for real like that. I think maybe at halftime, if I'm not looking at my numbers right now, but he was like 6 of 12 or something like that at halftime for like 60 yards or something. It was looking bad. But I don't know what Prime said at halftime. I don't know what Prime said at halftime. But I be goddamn. They came out in that second half and they dominated. Okay. In front of a record-setting crowd for homecoming.
You mentioned that.
53,578 fans. And that's in a pando. We still in the midst of a pandemic. And still them folks came out like that. Okay? So if there's any question out there to what HBCU has the most dedicated fan base, shit, what FCS team has the most dedicated fan base? That question has been answered. That's Jackson State University. T, what were your thoughts on Jackson State defeating Alabama State, dog?
Well, my thought is this: did Brittany Renner take somebody's soul between here and there?
It's quite possible.
Now and then.
It's quite possible.
Really, that's all I'm really worried about. I told y'all last week I started asking the city to just be safe out there because I really wasn't studying this game.
And they didn't listen to you.
Well, somebody understood that I was talking about Jazzies. I was thinking Jazzies might be back for one night, one time only. But I mean, it's simple. I mean, right now, like I told y'all after the A&M game, the price went up. And even if these boys got their head in the clouds first half, they did what they had to do in the second half and they made it happen. So on to the next one, which is Bethune-Cookman, which we'll get into later. But the thoughts on that game is simple. I said last week, stick with the two you got running the ball. J.D. Martin, Santee Marshall should not change through the rest of the year. And shout out to Santee Marshall for getting that full scholarship because that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that right there. I will say this. I had to give Prime a 5 for the little setup, for the little play he tried to make on Santee. I had to give him a 5. You got to go a little bit harder than that. Like she ought to walk up and just slap Prime. That might have been better. Yeah. Slap him one time. Talking about my baby ain't getting what he's supposed to get. My baby ain't happy. And he ran up like, Mom, what you doing? And then Prime said full scholarship. They're like, oh, that'd be crazy to me. That'd be crazy to me. A little bit more drama. Like a fake slap. Something, Prime, timing. Just, something like that. Been better. Been a lot better.
Dude said,
Because I'd have probably figured it out from the fact that Mama went up there all dry and was like, my baby ain't getting what he needs. And then he walked up there like, Mom, what you talking about? Mom, good. I'm straight. Like, Mom, I'm starting right now, Mom. Like, what you talking about? It been a little different. But that's neither here nor there. Really, all I'm really worried about, and y'all just called me when it happens, is when they play Southern and when they play Alcorn. That's all I'm really worried about right now. Connell's still blocked. For all people out there that want to know, he's still blocked. I ain't answer. He called me 2 times last week. I ain't answer. So, it is what it is. And did y'all enjoy all your homecoming festivities and everything? That's my question.
They trying to rehydrate now, T.
And nothing wrong with that. Get you
That's
some
what they trying to
Pedialyte.
do. They trying to get their livers right, the kidneys right.
Pedialyte.
These folks had to go to work this week. They're not right quite yet.
For real. My liver might not have been right had I called in Saturday. Cause the homie hit me up, was like, man, I'm gonna have me a JSU homecoming party over at my crib, man. Fall through, and I was like, man, I gotta work, man. So I put him on the cat with the liquor and everything, you know, so he could get the Remy and the Ciroc and everything. He got a bartender. I think he said he had a mechanical bull coming. I was like, oh snap.
What?
Hey man, next level, man. Next level, man. And me being an adult, I went to work. You know what? I'm a lame. I want to let America know that I'm a lame. I should have called in, bro.
You getting money, T. You getting money.
Man.
JoJo.
That's all I got.
What it is, man.
How you feel about that victory, dog?
It's a victory. You know, I'm still trying to come down off the high of what they did to Alabama A&M. Shador, sort of.
Give me my 300.
You know, it was a nice game. Let's see. 201 pass yards, 149 rush yards. 2 TDs for pass, 2 TDs for pass, 2 TDs for rushing.
149 team total, right?
Yeah, team.
Okay.
Mr. Sante Marshall, hey, he showed up again.
Full scholarship.
This is what we've been asking for. Let's not be predictable. Of course, the defense, man. I don't know. I don't know if I have any more adjectives to say as far as they just do what they're supposed to do. They just go out there and they just do what they're supposed to do.
Bad motherfucker, man. Gang shit.
You know it's bad when like you don't even have adjectives anymore to explain.
I'm gonna have to write them boys a song, man. A song.
Like, and then Mr. and I'm gonna say he didn't even have a good game, but Mr. Ezra Gray, because we know what he did in that spring game.
Yeah, and I got some on there. He's struggling through a hip pointer.
Okay,
that's what it is with him. He's struggling through a hip pointer.
Okay. Crawley 9 of 26, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. What can you say? He went up against JSU. I mean, that defense, like I said. Keith Corbin, because I hadn't heard his name in like a week or so. 7 receptions, 113 yards, a touchdown. Yeah. Nice of you to grace your presence once again.
Dope play in the back of the end zone when Shador eluded that pressure and hit him.
Malachi Wideman, 6 receptions, 74 yards, and a touchdown. I don't know, man. You know, I know you say you was a little worried. I'll be honest. At no point was I like JSU gonna lose this game. I don't know why. Probably the defense. But it was really just one of those. Like I was like, I think they still trying to come down off their win from a week ago to where they not really, really dialed in like they should. But I didn't worry. I didn't worry. I'm gonna be honest. 28-7, I was a little disappointed. If anything. Because I wanted another 40. Matter of fact, I think you put it on there. Because we had forgot about
that's true
what they said.
That's true.
And what they did.
And I think that played into it, Joe. I think you spot on. Because even as fans, we forgot the shit talk that Alabama State's coach was on. Yeah. So we were focusing on Maynor. And I think that just because Maynor is just so damn charismatic. Yeah. And they won the shit in the spring.
Hey, he calling me. Hold on.
You took him off the block list. It's coming through.
Hold on. I think it's his number. Hold on. It's like an Alabama zip code. Hold on.
He hitting you from another number, huh?
Hold on. Hello. Man, you tripping, bro. Hey, man, I'm doing the show, man. I'm gonna get back with you. Man, yeah, just be somebody and then I'll get back with you, dog. All right.
Hold on, T. How you gonna tell that man beat somebody? T.
He lost to A&M last week.
But that was your boy, man. He say he's just going through some things, man. He just needs some support.
That's what Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp for.
Was it that bad, T? You say he lost to A&M, so he lost to himself?
No, I'm talking about Florida. I'm talking about FAMU.
Yeah,
okay.
They lost FAMU.
Oh, they lost him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, them boys on 3-game losing streak. Grambling, Jack State, FAMU. They going.
So
he
Glass
better
don't want to get drafted.
No, what Maynor need to do is get under some sanctions. That's what he need to do.
Cool out. Don't put that on that man, T. Don't put
What?
that
Get some sanctions. Ain't
That's
nothing wrong
heavy,
with
T.
some sanctions.
That's heavy, T.
He's struggling right now without the
How is it heavy in the FCS? It's sanctions in the FCS. We ain't talking about
T. He going through it without the
sanctions.
sanctions.
We ain't talking about Alabama. We ain't talking about Georgia.
He getting his ass handed to him right now without the sanctions, T.
It was on the plate before he got there.
T, at this point, I don't know if they got the money.
We ain't never seen them have the money. It's
Where they
different
gonna
now. I
get it
told you the
from?
price is up. I just told y'all the price was up last week.
I do want to say that though. I want to shout out Warren Newman.
I didn't mention him.
They kicking away from him. He got that kind of cachet now that they don't want to kick to this man. Okay, I'm watching the game. They are actively attempting to kick away from this young man.
They willing to kick it out of bounds.
They don't give a fuck because they know what they do. Okay, and that helps. That helps field position. That kept Jackson State in good field position. So shout out to that young man. That's where it comes to watching the games. Watch the games, America. Whether it's football, basketball, whatever. Watch the games, because if you just look at the box score, you might say, "Oh, he ain't do much." But when you see the game, you see these folks scared of this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. That ain't gonna show up in the box score when they fear a motherfucker. They don't even want to go that way. Like Coach Prime. Coach Prime ain't the all-time leader in interceptions.
Yeah.
He ain't got the single season record for interception. Why? They weren't gonna test that motherfucker. That's how cold he was. Right, you know what I'm saying? So that's that true. Boy Newman, they kicking away from that young man right now. So I just wanted to make sure I shouted him out. Because I like shouting out the defense, like shouting out special teams. We know Shador gonna get his love. We know this. Okay.
I want to ask the fans a question.
Okay.
Because when I go to ESPN and look at Jackson State stats, right? They don't have any defensive stats on ESPN. I want to know what is that about.
Bullshit on the ESPN part.
Because I'm like, how do you have the offensive stats, but you don't have the defensive stats?
Bullshit on ESPN part.
I honestly don't know.
I'm gonna piggyback off on matter of fact, fuck it. I'll go right there now. And I'll come back to what I was about to speak on. So I'm watching the telecast on ESPN Plus, which I gotta fucking pay for. Mm-hmm. And things were getting tested. Things got tested in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And somehow I just lost my feed. Just lost my fucking feed. Couldn't even finish the game. My shit cut off at like the 4-minute mark when Jack State was near the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when the score ended up being 28-7, I don't know why we didn't score right then. I don't know what happened. But I'm watching the Tennessee Ole Miss game. We're going to talk about this later. That shit got more than tested. That shit got ratchet.
Mm. Yeah.
Straight.
They didn't go away from that game. So yet again, I say, Hove, Diddy, Oprah, Tyler Perry, somebody beat us to it. Beat IG Entertainment to it. Beat us to it then. But we need our own shit to broadcast our own shit. for these HBCUs, we should have a 12 o'clock game on Saturday. We should have a 3 o'clock game. We should have a night game.
Prime. Yeah.
You should have all these games mixed in, and then have your regional shit. You should have that. When we got y'all motherfuckers who are sitting up here, if not billionaires, you're close. Ain't no reason we shouldn't have that. Because why the fuck these motherfuckers go away from that game in that situation?
Yeah.
And it ain't no sense of me begging white media to stay with us. I already know what it is. They ain't gonna fuck with us like that. Okay? But we ought to be doing that shit ourselves. But before we get off here, I want to say, I mentioned it was getting tested. And I don't know. I would love to get some clarification on this. I saw a play, the second drive in the third quarter. And there seemed to be a lineman involved in some shit with somebody from Alabama State. And Shador ran to him and basically motioned this kid off the field to the sideline. It looked like he was telling this boy, get off the fucking field. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Jack State ended up having to take a timeout, excuse me. They scored immediately after the timeout, but I'm still trying to figure out what was going on right there because that looked like some damn good leadership from Shador, who's a freshman. I don't know who the kid was who was getting into the little shit with the Alabama State kid, but I don't know if he was an upperclassman. I don't know if he was a freshman like Shador or whatever. But as that quarterback, that boy rushed over there and told that boy to get off the fucking field. It looked like he motioned to the coaches that he need to get off the field. You know what I'm saying? Because Jack State been struggling with these penalties and shit like that.
Right.
You didn't need that kind of penalty in the red zone and stuff like that. What could have been a penalty, I should say. It wasn't a penalty, but it could have been.
Right.
You end up with a fucking personal foul fucking around with this shit. So I like to see little stuff like that. That shows leadership. That shows some things that are going to be needed going down the line. Because yeah, Jack State rolling, but like T said, Southern is Southern. That game is that game. That still holds a lot of damn weight. And we already know what Alcorn finna be like.
Yes, sir.
I don't give a fuck. This gonna be prime first Alcorn game. We already know what that fucking shit. And let me not. I apologize.
They gonna
Cookman next.
Who?
One game at a time.
Yeah.
Who'd you say?
Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, okay.
One game at a time. You know what I'm saying? So you still gotta handle business. But I like to see I like to see shit like that from especially a young quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I will say. Their loss to Louisiana Monroe is better for Jackson State now, based upon Louisiana Monroe beating Liberty this past weekend. And Liberty is considered one of those top 40 teams in the country. That's a Hugh Freeze-led team that was Ole Miss's old coach. And Louisiana Monroe beat Liberty at home. And Jackson State lost to them by 1. Should have beat them.
So that makes Jackson State's loss look way better at this point in time because Liberty is considered a top 50 team in the country, at least. So
should have beat them.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there for America. That you look at the Monroe game, and you go, well, if we had them in Liberty, knock them off.
Yeah, they lost to them by 5.
5. I'm sorry. Okay,
but you probably were thinking one score.
But yeah, it was one score game. It was close, and I thought Liberty had it handily, but that don't matter. The problem of it is that
no, I'm talking about Jack State lost to
Jack State lost 12-7.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Liberty game. I don't know. I can't remember the final score, but I'm just saying Liberty is considered like a top 35, top 40 team in the country based upon Hugh Freeze being at the helm. And then to go to Louisiana Monroe and lose to them makes Jackson State loss look way better.
No doubt.
So,
no doubt.
I'm just saying.
It's there, man. I think they're in the driver's seat. They just got to stay focused. Still clean up the penalties. Still clean up this shit like that.
For that a while now.
That's true. And Coach Prime asking for that.
But that's for that
Every time
wild
I
man.
hear him talk, he talking to these boys about putting a full game together and doing things like that. Even in the Alabama A&M game, they had the penalties. So
They just need to pull. I don't want them to pull back too much though, because you know how sometimes your best asset can have a pro and a con to it. Like if they lose that intensity, they may not be the type of player that we love to see.
So you chopping up some of these mistakes at just the intensity of it?
Yeah, the intensity of it.
Oh,
and I actually think Coach Brian kind of understand it. He just want them to, hey, let's be smart of when this happens.
ask the Saints about the Stephon Diggs score, because that's a prime example of knowing that you can be penalized. Like you're saying, them being a little bit reserved now rather than be aggressive.
Yeah.
That play right there was a prime example of, if I hit this dude too early, I'm getting flagged. And if I hold up, you get a score like you got. They made Case Keenum rich after that game.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. I mean, the defenders shouldn't have to be decision makers. Defenders should just be instinctive and just lay hats and do what they do.
We've been getting holding penalties,
yeah, stuff like that.
All stars,
that's inexcusable. But I'm just saying, being
like
aggressive, being guys laying hats, being hitting, and being solid defensively. Okay, cool. But that foolish stuff like being too early on the snap and all that ain't gonna work.
And we've had targeting penalties.
We had a lot of those.
We've had guys get ejected. Like Mr. Houston, we can't lose his ass.
Yeah, that's right.
That motherfucker serious.
Yeah,
he finna play on Sundays. So
indeed.
Like we don't need to lose him no targeting penalties, no shit like that. But America, y'all chime in, tell us what y'all thought about Jackson State's homecoming victory. Let us know if you were one of those 53,000 people in the stands, turned up.
They were.
Also, let us know, since it was the J-Set's 50th anniversary, was it your big mama out there shaking that thing, showing that she still got it?
It's 50 years silver.
I think so, T.
I'm finna buy somebody.
I think that's silver.
I'm finna buy somebody grandma a chain.
It was some big mamas out there still.
Somebody big mama finna get a chain.
So y'all need to let us know if that was y'all big mama.
You being too nice. No, here's what I want. Somebody post a link to the video of them shaking that thing on our comment page.
Where WAPT showed them practicing.
I don't care about practice.
Again. I'm
like Allen Iverson. What is practice?
But that's my thing. That's what I'm saying. Again, this is another reason why we need our own fucking channel, because ESPN didn't really just give us the halftime show like that for real. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the only reason I really know what went down in terms of that they were practicing for it and getting ready for it and all that kind of shit, because the local news did their thing. You know what I'm talking about? But I know some of y'all big mama was out there doing a motherfucking thing to this shit. Rick Hill. Let's go. You know we gotta strike up the motherfucking band,
I'm putting tiger bomb on them thighs.
You already know we gotta strike up the band.
I know she was tight.
Homecoming. 53,000 in the attendance. Look shaky in the first half.
Man, what Maynor want, man?
Young dog turning up post game.
Listen, man, Maynor over calling me, bro.
Put it on something.
Where the grandma reside, where the grandma reside, where the grandma reside, where the grandma reside. Hey, where she at? Where she at? Hey, Let me see.
Y'all boy. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTeesLLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
Makes a statement.